Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Carl here from WOLVOFFICIAL. So, today we will be talking about a cool website called SoundClick.com. Now, SoundClick.com is your most, how do I put this? It's one of the best options for producers and musicians, I think, right now. Because SoundClick is basically a marketplace for musicians and producers. What you do is simply upload, you create an account for your self. So whatever your business name is or whatever your artist name is, you create that page, right? I'm not going to go into the technical part of it because there's a lot of information on that. But what you do is you create your username page or your artist page or your producer page, okay? And then once that's up, then you go ahead and start uploading your songs. And then once you build a big enough library, you will see people starting to come to your page. You'll see the views go up, and then you'll see your plays for each individual song. You'll see all those go up. And what it is it's basically a place where you can have people who are all pretty much in the same area. People are searching for beats and they're searching for songs and stuff like that in different genres. But I think what separates SoundClick from any other of its competitors is that it makes it user friendly for the person who's uploading the beats. So the producer or the artist, it makes it easy for them to see how many views they're getting. And also, you're getting, I think your potential for making sales is a lot higher on SoundClick because it's just how, it's the user friendliness and the fact that people are constantly searching for beats on SoundClick makes it, a pretty good chance that once somebody does land on your page, they're going to be hooked. So, I like that. And then for the artist, if you're on SoundClick, then same thing as follows. As long as you're under the category that you want to be under, which is genre music, you'll most likely be found, and then people will listen to your track or whatever it goes from there. So SoundClick is definitely a great place for anyone getting started. I would definitely make a SoundClick page as soon as possible. That way you have time to start building. It's not really a following. I mean, you can get friends on there, but you're looking for the numbers. You're looking for people to start viewing, getting more people on your page. Once you get up to about 1 million people, you're pretty much there. That's one of my goals, is to get up there, and I think that should be your goal too. But if not, thousands, 10,000s are good too. You just got to start somewhere. Don't worry about all the beautifying of your page and making it look all pretty and stuff like that. I mean, at least not yet. You just want to get that up because there's so many other websites, to be honest, and so many other things that you need to be focusing on in addition to SoundClick. So don't get completely wrapped up in SoundClick, but also I would recommend uploading to SoundClick your beats or your songs continuously, or how do I say, repetitiously. Consistently, that's the word I'm looking for. Consistently is the word that you're going to, become familiar with in the music industry. Is consistently coming out with songs and consistently coming out with beats, so that you can start generating. Because eventually you're going to land on a song, and then it's going to be a crowd pleaser or whatever. So upload as many beats as you can to SoundClick. Or songs. When I say songs, I also mean beats, vice versa, interchangeably. So, bear with me. Alright, and then, SoundClick is great because if you start getting enough people, on your page, right? It's going to take time, but once you start getting enough people on your page and enough people viewing your songs, then, you're able to direct them to your website after that, because chances are people aren't going to find your website unless you're a serious blogger and you're bringing people in on your website. But also if you get enough people from this site, from SoundClick, then you just point them over to your website, Because if you have 1 million people, imagine that. They're all going to go to your actual website, because maybe at your website you have more of a user-friendly interface, or maybe you have a subscription list or sales that you do over there and you don't do on SoundClick. Because you are kind of like piggybacking off SoundClick, like you started with SoundClick. That's why it's great for so many people. For so many artists, it's because it's a great place to start. But eventually you want to get them to your site. Okay? And SoundClick knows this, and that's, it's fine. You're gonna use SoundClick right now to get where you need to go, and that's kind of where SoundClick positions itself within the market. Is it makes it for artists to get noticed. It's a marketplace, and it's a great marketplace. SoundClick, I'm forever thankful. I remember when I was younger, I started with SoundClick. I started on the other end. I was buying beats, and then making songs. Now I'm putting beats up, so didn't see that coming, but that's just how it is. So you got a really good chance. I would say you have about a 50-50 chance of getting noticed on SoundClick. It's that important that you get it up. There's a whole bunch of other sites that are going to be similar to SoundClick, but remember, SoundClick was one of the few that have been around for a while, and I really do think they're in your best interest. You can do one or two things. You can get on SoundClick's VIP page, which I am right now, and I think it's good. There's not like a huge difference, but I think you can upload like more songs or something and get like a different looking player. But that's neither here nor there. I don't really use that player anyway. I use my own player from Flash Store. So, but SoundClick is a great place. It's one of many tools that you should be using to promote your music. I like talking about music, and I like talking about business and stuff like that. But how to sell your beats on SoundClick? Just keep at it. Don't give in to like what they say, like you can't do it. I'm here to say that you can sell on SoundClick. Just make sure you have a website that you can point back to, for people. Build it yourself. Don't hire anybody. That way you have full functionality, and if something goes bad, you can just fix it yourself instead of paying for it. You know what I mean? Like, you can only outsource so much before you just got to do stuff yourself. That's how I think, anyway. So yeah, let's see here. As far as search engines go, SoundClick is going to be, SoundClick itself will rank really high for certain words, but yours won't. Okay, then again, it all depends on what people are searching for. But I would say, if you want me to give you like a straight up answer, I would say that it helps when you're on SoundClick, because if your name pops up anywhere else and you're a part of SoundClick, you have a backlink from SoundClick, then it's going to raise your level of keyword ranking. Like, you're going to rank a little bit higher, in certain particular areas because you're on SoundClick. As if you were on Facebook, you're going to rank a little bit higher. Or if you're on Google+, you're going to rank a little bit higher. You have all these different things. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to have a whole bunch of different backlinks. Backlinks being like different blogs, forums, and stuff like that. But as far as selling the beats on SoundClick goes, you definitely want to talk to the other people on SoundClick that are, on SoundClick. You would go in and you would send them messages like, "Hey man, I really like your beat," or "Hey lady, good job." And then the feeling's mutual, but mostly you're marketing. You're figuring out like who needs the instrumentals or who needs. See, it's a little bit different on the artist end, because it's not like the only people you're selling. As an artist, you're selling yourself. As a producer, you're selling your beats. You see what I mean? As an artist, you're selling your songs, but the only marketplace for people who sell songs is to like consumer fans, like people who listen to music. Does that make sense? Like, who else are you going to sell to? You're not going to sell your song to a producer. A producer's going to sell his song to you. Then you're going to sell your song to the fans. Do you see what I mean? So it's just like, it's like that. Like, as an artist, all you're selling is a song, with lyrics on it. Producers are selling, they could be selling lyrics and actual instrumentals. So to sell the beats, basically you just want to communicate with people. Like I've heard of some ways, like you want to go on Twitter and then search in the box like who needs beats, type stuff like that. And then I wouldn't go to Google and see who needs beats. I mean, it's really not going to work. There might be some niche websites there that are, people asking for beats. But then you can also go to LinkedIn. LinkedIn that professional network where they can go in and you can see, just type the same thing in the box, like who needs beats. You could go anywhere, any of those forums, Pinterest, StumbleUpon, just figure out who needs beats. Like, it's as simple as that. And also offline, you want to go to different places and figure out, like, different venues and stuff like that, who needs beats. And that's pretty much it. Like, it's just a lot of grind, and then just build a following. Once you have a following, you can do a lot more. It's like having a following is almost the same thing as money, really. Like, because you have a market there, like you have people, you have a subscription, you have a list. So I hope you take that to heart, build up your following, and you should be good. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.